Hi and welcome to my recipe video. Okay, so today we are going to be making some veggie tartlets with homemade pesto, and we're using some puff pastry, which is vegan, for the tartlet base. So take this out of its packaging and leave this at room temperature for 20 minutes before you even start baking with it, otherwise it won't work. Then grab a baking sheet, cover it with some grease-proof paper or parchment paper. Just cut up all your vegetables, kind of nice small bite-sized chunks for all of them. And as you can see, I am using just courgette, some peppers, there are some onions, mushrooms, carrots. Later on we'll be putting on some cherry tomatoes and some spinach, but for now this is all my vegetable prep. Okay, so once you're finished with all your veg, pop them on the baking sheet, sprinkle them with some, I just used Italian seasoning, but you can use anything you like. I also thought it might be nice to have a little kick, so I did put a little bit of black pepper on as well. I popped these in the oven for about 25 minutes on gas mark 6. You don't want them to be completely done because you will be putting them back in again later. I then finished prepping the veg that wouldn't be going in the oven right away, so just some carrot ribbons, cherry tomatoes, just wash some spinach, all ready to go on top of the tartlets when we're ready to put those in the oven. Now time to make our pesto. So I didn't have any fresh garlic cloves, so I just used, I think it was 2 teaspoons of garlic granules. You then put in a little bit of lemon juice, kind of just enough juice as you would get from half a lemon. That normally works, but if you want like it zestier, put some more in. I did use a whole packet or a whole stem of basil, just chopped that up, popped it in. I used about 100 grams of pine nuts initially, and then as you can see here, just a drizzle of water. And I think is it about 4 teaspoons of nutritional yeast I used. But you can vary the quantities of these. I would say as long as it's not too liquidy, you're fine. This was too dry and I did have to go back in and add some more water. But again, it was just another drizzle. So literally, you can play it by ear or play it by taste. And just as long as you like the taste, so if you need more garlic or a bit more lemon or a bit more basil, I did add some additional pine nuts and I did add a little bit more garlic granules because I find you don't get the full garlicky flavour from the granules. And I did afterwards add, I think it would probably be about another 2 teaspoons of nutritional yeast, just because I really wanted that cheesy kind of flavour, and then a little bit of black pepper just to give it a wee bit of a kick. But as I said, you can do this to taste. You can also make this with rocket or without the nutritional yeast, and I think there's a version that you can make with tofu as well. But once you're happy with how your pesto tastes, roll out the rest of your pastry, so literally just unroll it from the wax paper that it's in. I cut mine into quarters, but if you wanted more hors d'oeuvre kind of tartlets, then you can do that. Or if you wanted one big massive tartlet like a pizza, keep it all in one. Okay, so when you've cut your slices up, pop them on individual baking sheets on parchment paper so it doesn't stick. You then can top it with your pesto sauce in place of a tomato base, as much or as little as you like. Then you've got your pre-baked vegetable mix. Pop that on the top with the fresh veg as well, so the tomato, carrot, spinach. I also did actually add some sweetcorn to this, which just did add to the flavour. Put these in the oven again for another 25 minutes, gas mark 6, and they are absolutely delicious. Now, if you haven't used all of your pesto, as you can see, I only used half the tub for these. Pop it in an airtight container, put it in the fridge, it will last about a week. And here is the finished product. They were absolutely delicious, and we did actually eat 2 each in the evening. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and leave me a comment if you make the recipe. Bye for now.